Get strong.
Hello everyone and welcome back to another Magic the Gathering TCG video. I know it's been a while since I've done like a deck profile. I've been a bit busy as you can see my barren wall. I am in the midst of moving. Yeah, so that's happening, trying to find a house and all that. But yeah, I haven't really been doing much in the TCG. I've done a few Let's Discuss and a few Let's Discuss lives. Those are pretty fun. I am really needing to do my profiles of decks I've built, played for a while, and I think that they're decent for casual bracket 3s, bracket 2s, that type of stuff. But today we are going to be doing, since Marvel Superheroes is just around the corner, it's literally next month. It's about 5-ish weeks away, I think. 5 to 6 weeks away. And I'm really hyped for it, so I thought, why not do a profile of a deck that I built using all the cards from the first Marvel Magic set. Spider-Man. But is it Spider-Man? No, it's not Spider-Man. It's Norman Osborn / the Green Goblin. I tried making a deck using Gwen Stacy Ghost Spider. That didn't work. There wasn't enough cards to make the deck viable. So I had another look. What hero / villain seems cool to build, and how many cards do they have that actually helps the deck? So I went with Norman Osborn, the Green Goblin. Very rarely do I actually flip him to Green Goblin. Usually just stays on Norman Osborn, which is 1 blue, 1 colorless. Can't be blocked, and when he deals combat damage to play, you connive. Pretty simple. But when you flip him for 1 colorless, red, black, and blue, cards in your graveyard cost 2 less to cast, and cards in your graveyard have mayhem. So yeah, if you can cast them from your graveyard the turn you discard them. Timing still applies. He is a Flying Menace 3/3 or 4/4. Yep, he is a 3/3. It tells how many times I've actually flipped him. I think I've flipped him like 5 times altogether. But still, he's pretty strong. He's playing with it as bracket 2. It's a bracket 2 deck, so it feels fine to go against precons sometimes. There wasn't really, I don't remember seeing any game changes in the Spider-Man set, but to be fair, they did market it as a standard set. Still really sad they didn't give us any precons. Would have been great. Would have had the Spider-Verse precon, and we would have had the Sinister Six precon. It would have been amazing. But no, we were denied that, and it made me sad. And then Avatar, we were denied precons again. So when Marvel Superhero comes out, I'm grabbing all the precons. I'm grabbing all of them. But that can wait for a future video. Today, we shall go to Norman Osborn. There you go. So yeah, Norman Osborn, one of the strongest. I say one of the strongest cards to come out of the Spider-Man set. Like, to be fair, I think the only one I'm still missing Miles Morales. Somehow, with the amount I've actually bought and got, I'm still missing Miles Morales, so it might be time to actually go and buy a Miles Morales. I think it's like £5, it's not that much. Yeah, Norman Osborn, one of the strongest commanders you could probably play in Spider-Man, and apparently a really strong commander just to play in general. Yeah. So we'll pop over there. So we'll go to creatures. I have organized these into categories, like we'll go with the connives. Dark Ox Henchman. When it attacks, you connive. Well, it connives. Mob Lookout. When it enters, connive. Prowler. The green Not green one, that's the mono one. The blue-black one. Also, I can't play the green one here. Menace, whenever another villain you control enters, Prowler Knives. And a Mechanical Mobster, which is when this enters, exile up to one target card from a graveyard, target creature you control connives. Yeah, those are the there wasn't that many connive cards in Spider-Man. They were like you got these 4 creatures, you got Norman, and you got a few spells. But this is mostly a Mayhem deck, since my main guy is Norman, because Norman can't be blocked, so you're getting at least a connive from him each turn. But yeah, to help with like discarding the Mayhems, I am running a Chameleon, Master of Disguise, because who wouldn't want a second Norman on board? I've done it. I think every time I've cast him, obviously for his Mayhem cast of 1 blue, 2 colorless, he's becoming a Norman Osborn. Because why not? Spider Islanders, it's just a 3/4 with Mayhem of 2. 4/3 of Mayhem of 2, so it's just a cheeky discard this, play main phase 2. We are running Carnage, so when Carnage enters, return target creature with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard. It gains when this creature deals combat damage. Yeah, this creature attacks each turn of able, and when this creature deals combat damage to a player, sacrifice it. Mayhem for 1 black, 1 red. Next we have Swarm, Being of Bees, for a Mayhem of 1 black, and he's just a 2/2 Flying Flash. Then we have Ultimate Green Goblin, which at the beginning of your upkeep, discard a card and create a treasure, because Norman can't fund all of his research without money. And a Mayhem of 2 colors, so either a black or a red. This is really strong, especially because this sets up your discards. So you could, if your board is filled, if you have Chameleon, Ultimate Green Goblin, and Norman, that is a good time to flip into Green Goblin, because then he has, they are just discard Soaring. Soaring now has a Mayhem of nothing. You can play from your bin for free. That type of stuff, because cards you cast from your graveyard has 2 less, and yeah, non-land cards in your graveyard have Mayhem 2. Last Mayhem is Raging Goblinoids. Just a 5/4 Mayhem for free. The haste is kind of irrelevant, because I don't think I'm ever paying 5 mana just for this guy. I'm definitely discarding him main phase 2, bring him out. Or, if I've discarded him using Ultimate Green Goblin, that's still pretty good. Yeah, all of these cards are from the Spider-Man set, just to clarify again. Every single card in here is made from the Spider-Man set. There are 2 cards from the Spider-Man, though there are 2 cards in here from the Spider-Man Secret Lair. Soulbane and Command Tower, because they are still from the Spider-Man stuff, so I've added them. I guess now we'll go to, so yeah, these are all connives and these are all my Mayhems. We'll go to cards that works well in the bin. So we have a Venom, Evil Unleashed. You can pay 3 mana, exile him from bin, target creature gets +1/+1. Oh, sorry, they get 2 +1/+1 counters, and it gains Death Touch the end turn. Activate only as a sorcery, so you can't just instant speed pay to exile it. It's really annoying. All of the Spider-Man abilities are all sorcery speed, just like the transforms are all sorcery speeds. And then we have a Morbius. Morbius is a pay to exile him from bin. Look at top 3 cards of your library. Put one of them into your hand. The rest on the bottom of the library in a random order. Sorry, in any order. Then I guess we shall go to I do have a hero in here, even though that every single other creature in this deck is villain, I should say. All of them are villains. I do have a hero. I do have a superior Spider-Man only because he's a villain in mind, because this is when Dr. Octopus swapped minds with Peter Parker and he became the superior Spider-Man. And yeah, he comes in as a copy. Well, he comes in as you may have Superior Spider-Man enter as a copy of any creature in the graveyard except its name is Superior Spider-Man. Integer type. When you do, exile that card. I think this was used in like actual tournaments. People were running this card, especially when Lorwyn came out. People were using this card just to win the game. I think it was like a mill way to winning. Yeah, it just allows me to, if there's like a guy I want back out onto the battlefield, because he still gets ETBs because he enters as a copy. And then we go to the discard. Like, yeah, more discards. We are running the Green Goblin Nemesis from the scene box. Because, yeah, whenever you discard an online card, you put a 1 counter target goblin you control. Or whenever you discard a land card, you create a tapped treasure. Green Goblin Revenant. That's it, Revenant. A flying death touch. Whenever Green Goblin attacks, discard a card. If you do, draw a card for each card you've discarded this turn. So yeah, this could be really big card draw, like in like main. Actually no, oh no, it's whenever he attacks. So if you discard it, because yeah, we have a lot of beginning of upkeep discard cards like the Ultimate Green Goblin, so this could at least draw you maybe 2 cards. We are running a Shriek. Beginning of your first main phase, you may discard card. When you do, target creature can't be blocked this turn. And whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, this deals 1 damage to that player. So this does if there's a board wipe that only affects my opponents, then yeah, this can do major damage. And for the last, like, discard a card, each card is the Hobgoblin. A flying haste. When you discard a card, he gets +2/+0 to end the turn. Yeah. Like, obviously, since I'm using everything from the Spider-Man set, it was quite hard to build this deck. I will say it was quite difficult to build this deck. But I think this is a really enjoyable deck to play if you want to get into the Marvel universe and Magic. This is a great way. People might shit on the Spider-Man set, but I fucking love the Spider-Man set. I think it's great. Never would I thought that I'll be able to play James Jonah Jameson in Magic the Gathering. Haha. He's not a villain, but he hates Spider-Man too, so it kind of fits. Yeah, JJJ enters, he suspects up to 1 target creature. So against menace it can't block. But whenever a creature you control menace attacks, creates a treasure. When I did have, like, when I was trying to play and build Gwen Ghost Spider, I did have this and I wasn't able to. I had to suspect my Spider-Man, I had to. Because he is a menace. Yeah, he's not a villain, but he's in here just because you gotta run JJJ. So I guess back to villains. Vulture, because When Vulture attacks, other villains you control get fly. Oh, sorry. Superior foes of Spider-Man, which aren't very superior. When you cast a spell with mana worth 4 or greater, you may exile the top card of your library. If you do, you may play that card until you exile another card from top of your library. So that's kind of it. It's nice because then I can exile top card and it's like, okay, is it worth playing? Yes, it is. Is it a land? Sad, but I'll deal with it. A common crook because when he dies, he creates a treasure. We are running like a total of 3 Dr. Octopus. We are running the mono blue. As long as there are 8 or more cards in your graveyard, Dark Arc has the base power toughness of 8/8. As long as you control another villain, Dark Arc has hexproof. Dr. Octopus, Master Planner. Other villains you control get +2/+2. Your maximum hand size is 8. At the beginning of your end step, if you have fewer than 8 cards in hand, draw equal to the difference. So yeah, he's a nice draw card. Paying a total of 7 mana for this guy is worth because he can refill your hand, so you can draw into your other like Connives, you can draw into more Mayhems, or just any of the generic spells that are in this deck. And then the last is another card from the scene box, Dark Arc Evil Inventor. So all those treasures I'm making, they could be 8/8 tentacles. Because at the beginning of combat on your turn, target non-creature artifact you control becomes an 8/8 robot villain artifact creature in addition to its other types. My treasures are gonna hurt people. The next is a villain that people are really hyped for and really excited about is Electro, Assaulting Battery. A flying 2/3, you don't lose red mana at steps and phases end. Whenever you cast an instant sorcery spell, add a red. When he leaves the battlefield, you may pay X. If you do, deals X damage to target player. So this has been used in a lot of like spell slinger decks. I think this has also now been put in with the dragon from Strict Havens, the one that gives spell Storm. So again, it only casts, so it doesn't say copy, but still. People have been putting this in the deck too. I get people might shit on Spider-Man, but they're still using Spider-Man cards. Black Hat, Cunning Thief. Enters, look at top 9 cards your opponent's library, exile 2 of them face down. Then the rest go to the bottom in a random order. You may play the exile cards for as long as they remain exiled. Mana of any type can be used to cast them this way. Next, I am running the Venom Eddie Brock from the Welcome decks. I still think these cards are still like £10 plus. I think it's really dumb that they've done this for Spider-Man. Instead of getting precons, sure, the Welcome decks are cool, but why would you make these type of exclusive cards in the Welcome decks? It's so annoying. Luckily, I was able to get one of each. But yeah, just don't ever do this again, Magic. This is a pain. But yeah, Venom is a 6-drop 6/4 with Menace. Whenever another creature dies, put a 1/1 counter on Venom, and if it was a villain, draw a card. Venom goes really nicely with my Mysterio, Master of Illusion. When he enters, I create a 3/3 illusion villain creature tokens for each non-token villain I control. So I control 3 villains. As I cast this card, he enters. There are a total of 4 villains, counting himself. I create 4 3/3s. So usually I use those 3/3s to block. Obviously when they die, Venom gets a 1/1 counter, and because they're villains, I draw a card. So these two work pretty nice. The only downside is if you destroy Mysterio, all the illusions get exiled. The only downside. Then we have our Merlin? I can never really pronounce this guy's name. But But he's 2 black and X. He has lifelink, enters with X1 count on him, and then he deals X damage to target opponent. The last villain is a tombstone, because when he enters, you return a villain from your grave to your hand, and villain spells cost 1 less to cast. And the last creature, it's a spider bot, because I want some form of mana search in this deck. And he was made by the Superior Spider-Man, which is Doc Ock. Yeah. Other than like the Superior Spider-Man and JJJ, this is pretty much a villain tribal. Now we go on, we finally get to the artifacts. As I said, I am running the Soul Ring from the Spider-Man Secret Lair, because I want more mana in this deck, since we were denied a Soul Ring from precons. Also, a Hot Dog Cart for a Mana Rock. The Soul Stone, because it's a decent Mana Rock, and I could try and harness the Soul. I could try to harness the Soul Stone. I really hope, because I have one, I now have to get all of them. I now need to grab the Mind Stone from superheroes. Ugh. That's gonna be annoying. If I don't pull one, it's gonna be sad, because then I'll have to buy one. Ugh. Pumpkin Bombs from the Scene Box, because Pumpkin Bombs is just a funny little card. The Rule of Bombs. Similar to the Rule of Jewel in our building. You can tap it, discard 2 cards, draw 3 cards. It gets a fuse counter, then you give it to an opponent, so then they take damage equal to the number of fuse counters on it. You can just flip-flop, drawing cards to take damage. It's somewhat a, not quite a one ring, but still, it's funny and I really like it. And then the last artifact is a rocket-powered Goblin Glider. It's got Mayhem 2, Crypt 2. Crypt creature gets +2/+0, has flying and haste. If this is cast from the bin though, you can equip it to target creature. Finally we get to the spells. We are running a Secret Identity because we need forms of hexproof in this deck. There isn't a lot of hexproof cards can run. A counter spell, because this is the... This makes me laugh, because who wouldn't want to... What's not funny about Doc Ock bitch slapping Spider-Man? Thrill of Possibilities for discard and draw. And Unexpected Windfall, just so I can draw cards and discard cards. An Unstable Experiment, because we want to connive. Well, target player draws a card, usually it's me. Then up to 1 target creature you control connive, so obviously I'm going to pick Norman. So I draw a total of 2 cards, and he gets a 1/1 counter as long as I discard non-land. Then we have Infernal Grasp, Terminate, and Spot Portal for forms of removal. We have Electro's Bolt because we don't have... Well, we have Shock, but we don't have a Lightning Bolt, so we got Electro's Bolt. Mayhem for 2 deals 4 damage to target creature. Sandman's Quicksand. Just so I can give things -2/-2s and hopefully the small little tokens die. Prison Break returns a creature from your grave to the battlefield with a 1/1 counter on it. I'm so happy that my favorite blue spell got printed in the set. For those who don't know, my favorite blue spell is Ponder. I just think it's really good. Change the winds for more, put your hand back, shuffle, draw that many. Risky Research, surveil 2, draw 2, lose 2. Pumpkin Bombardment. Additional cost, discard a card or pay 2. I am discarding a card because it helps with the deck. It deals 3 damage to target creature. Oh, I forgot about Feeder Swarm. There's another removal. I forgot about that. Destroy a creature or enchantment and you lose library to the mana value. I am running Big Boy Hex. I am running the 6-drop destroy 6 creatures. Villain's Wrath is the only board wipe. Target player loses life equal to number of creatures they control and then destroy creatures. So if someone's just swammed the board with like 1,000 1/1 tokens, go cast this. Go take 1,000 damage and die. All my creatures are gonna die too because I don't have any ways of giving them indestructible. Lethal Protection. Another card from the Welcome decks. Draw a target creature. Return up to 1 target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Behold, this is a 6. Because I want to return 6 villains from my graveyard to the battlefield. Well, it's not villains, you just return 6 creatures with different names, which you want a commander. They all have different names. Enchantment wise, an Imposter Syndrome because we want to have as many copies of Norman as we can. Shadow of the Goblin, it's another discard spell. At the beginning of your first main phase, discard card if you do draw a card. But whenever you play a land or cast a spell from anywhere other than your hand, each opponent gets dealt 1 damage. The Clone Saga, because we want to surveil, look at the top 3 cards of our library. If they're good, we keep them up top. If they're bad, we'll just bin them. I don't want to. There has been time I've played this and there will have been like 3 lands at the top of my library, so I just pop them in the bin. Whenever you cast your next creature spell, copy it. Except it isn't legendary. Then 3 is you choose a card name whenever the. Like I choose Norman Osborn whenever Norman Osborn deals damage, you draw a card. The Death of Gwen Stacy. 1, destroys a card. 2, each player may discard a card. If they do, they lose 3 life. If they don't, they lose 3 life. And then exile any number of target opponents' graveyards. This card is very morbid because it has a scene where Gwen Stacy dies. And then the last one, we're running a Maximum Carnage. Usually you only want to play this card in main phase 2. You don't want to play this in main 1 because then you have to attack. Because yeah, the full wording on this card is until your next turn, each creature attacks each combat if able, and attacks a creature other than you if able. And then 2, I get 3 red mana. And then 3, it deals 5 damage to each opponent. Yeah, don't play this in main phase 1. Play this in main phase 2. It looks a lot better. Like, I'm really enjoying this deck a lot more. I think for some reason I'm enjoying this deck a lot more than I am in my Avatar deck, my Avatar Ang. I'm just mad because I profiled that way before I even profiled this, but I was still kind of waiting and building this. Plus, it took like 2 months just for us to get the damn secret layers. It's dumb that it was so badly delayed. So we go to lands. A large majority of my lands are basics because there aren't that many great lands in Spider-Man. But we are running the command tower from the secret layer. It is the Oscorp command tower. And I'm also using Oscorp Industries because the land. This has Mayhem, so I can discard it and bring it back for my land for turn. If it enters from my graveyard, I do lose 2 life though. And a Daily Bugle Building, I can't not just have JJ and not have his building. Plus, I can pay 1, tap it, and target legendary creature gains menace in turn. Dual color lands. It's the Asylum and the Hideout. Yeah, they're fine. They're fine, but I think I'd rather just play basics. and then a Vibrant Cityscape, just so it's a sack land at the end of the day. And then we are running 1, 2, 3. Wait, 1. Oh, I just dropped my land on the floor. Ow! I just whacked my headset on my. Everything's not coming up Millhouse, apparently. That land's upside down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We are running like 10 islands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 swamps. 10 islands, 12 swamps, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. 10 mountains, so we're running 10, 12, 10. A lot of the spells in here are black, which is why there are 2 more black mana in here. Yeah, that has been my Norman Osborn Spider-Verse deck profile. Yeah, the deck, if you're trying to, obviously you want to get in the theme of you want to get excited and really hyped for the new Marvel set coming out in June, and you got a lot of bulk Spider-Man, just build something for Spider-Man to get you in. Because I've been playing this deck since Spider-Man came out in September, and I am loving it. It's so fun, and I'm enjoying it all the time. My friend Steve just gets annoyed because, oh, you're playing Green Goblin. You're playing Norman Osborn. God damn it, why? It's not fun. And then he's sitting there playing fucking Vivi. You can't argue. Ugh. But yeah. If you guys enjoy, make sure to hit that subscribe button and hit the bell to get notified when I upload more videos. I do plan to do more profile videos, so stay tuned for when I do that. I think this will go out Wednesday. And Saturday is either going to be a Let's Discuss or it's going to be another profile. So yeah, make sure you keep an eye out for that. And as always, we shall see you all in the next video. Bye.